All right, everybody. Star 2 to raise your hand for any questions or comments. Do we have any victories this week? All right. Let's see. Hey, David.
Hi, Mike. This is a general question, and it's just been floating in my mind for the last couple of weeks, especially having to do with valuation. And two of the callers tonight have touched on it, and that's kind of bringing me out to to pick your brain just as notions have come to you. I can turn back the clock to pre-COVID, and I can look at, especially certain spots in the city, and I know how much I should, I know what kind of deal I should be getting and what I can get for that property. But right now, practically everything I look at in terms of pricing, seems to already be, what would have seemed to be overvalued in what they're asking. And I know that's happened to you in San Antonio too, and you talked about going outside and looking at other deals. But I'm just wondering at what point I have to mentally reset and say, okay, I've got to buy for the future, and or do I just continue to hold until I run across a situation where somebody has to get out and I can be there first with the cash. But just wondering how you're looking at this as far as the market resetting itself at a higher level, and how you reconsider how you're looking forward for pricing. That's kind of a vague question. Can you figure out a question out of that?
So I think tell me if I'm right, but I think what you're asking is how do you kind of know what the reset will be so in the future so that we know what to buy at now? Is that correct?
Exactly. What parameters do you have in your mind for when you walk in and suddenly pay for a property, something that 2 years ago you'd have said no way?
So what kind of always sticks in the back of my mind, I don't know if it's the right way or the wrong way to do it, but in 2008, San Antonio took a 10 to 15% reduction in most areas, which is not a lot, when you consider other parts of the country took 50, 60% price reductions in some areas, And
yes.
so we, I always kind of base it, okay, if I buy it for $200 now, I really need to be looking to buy it 170. That's a 15% price reduction,
Yeah.
And if we were to fall, can I still get out of this okay, knowing that the price might be worth 170 in the next year? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of how I gauge mine when we're in a super high appreciation market like we have right now.
And is the potential rental income still paramount in the way you formulate these things?
No, not right now, because in San Antonio, the rents haven't caught up with how fast you might buy a $250,000 house and you can still only rent it for $1,600. Well, that doesn't add up at all, So
yeah.
The rents have not kept up with the values of the houses yet. They will catch up, but they're not caught up right now.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. The crystal balls. We all have to deal with it.
Right? That's the best answer I can give you.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.